Another formula that is interesting, I spoke about sums of moments and sums of forces equals 0. But for aligner therapy, there is another formula that is interesting to discuss, and it is called moment to force ratio. Especially when you want to do some torquing, such as what we see right here with the central incisor, where you want to rotate it, either buccal or lingual. And the idea is to make sure that you get enough power to make this happen. So remember, the second equation too is a moment equals a force times a distance. And I think that's one of the issues we have with aligners, because our aligners have delivered low force. And the problem is, if you have low force and short distance, you get a very short moment. So one of the solutions, I think, would be to get into a little bit of a different approach, probably, where you would use an old system, could be based on burstone mechanics or based on rickets. You put a attachment here, doesn't really matter. That's going to be an attachment that's used for anchorage, and you put one here also. The shape being to be discussed, but that's not really what is important. But then your aligner could go a little bit to the gingiva here, go above, and using a direct printing system, your aligner would have a rotational way of being engaged, which means that you have to lift this to engage the aligner. You get a reaction force. You get a reaction force right here, which is still a small force. It's still an aligner, so the force is not that big. But then what happens is the center rotation is right here. So you would have a long distance. So this distance here gives you moment equals small force, but big distance. And I think you would get much better torque. So I think it's not the aligner material that is to blame or not blame for the lack of torque expression in teeth. It's more the way that we are not using the capacity of these materials to express large amount of elastic deformation, which transfers into a large distance. So that's my thought, and I'll let you comment and let me know what you think. Thank you.